Welcome to the Glamazon Mom Podcast. This is a space to glean, educate, share, and grow. And each week we explore our journey in motherhood, chat and chew the fat with women, many of whom are mothers just like us, and some men. Our goal here is to learn from one another, from those who are far ahead of us on this journey, experts in the field, and like-minded moms. We're on a mission to raise healthy, well-rounded kids, teens, girls, some young adults, okay? But as you know, the journey to healthy, well-rounded kids start with healthy, well-balanced moms. So let's get into the conversation. I'm your host, Ebony Funderburk. Welcome to the inaugural season, the inaugural episode of the Glamazon Mom Podcast. I am super excited that you're joining us today. I'm overwhelmed because I can't even believe that we're actually cracking the mic and doing this. And I'm very excited to start this journey with each one of you listening to me right now. Well, as usual, with any inaugural episode, we have to deep dive into who this person is on the other side of the mic. So let me just share a little bit about myself. I am a single mom of two beautiful girls who are teenagers. Please pray for me. If you have teenagers, I'm sure you can feel my pain. I am 40-something from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, or the DMV as we affectionately call it. Grew up in church, grew up singing in the choir, which really birthed my love for music. And once I graduated from college, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee in hopes of becoming a singer. And like so many starstruck singers who come to Music City with hopes of being discovered, I won't say my dreams were dashed, but I will say I found that I fit in a little better label side. So I've been in the music industry for over 20 years and have had the opportunity to work with some amazing people, some amazing artists. And, my love of music will be threaded throughout these podcasts. That's just in my blood. I've been divorced for 12 years. And actually, when I was growing up, I idolized Claire Huxtable. Now, if you're familiar with The Cosby Show, you're familiar with Cliff and Claire Huxtable, who were these wonderful parents of 5 children. And Cliff was a doctor, Claire was an attorney. They're very successful. They lived a plush middle-class life in a brownstone in Harlem. I tell you, that was what I dreamed of. I wanted to grow up to be Claire Huxtable. Divorce was never in my future, I felt. So as you can imagine, when it did happen, I felt like the biggest failure. And then I had to come to the realization of, hey, I'm a single mom now, of 2 kids who at that time were under 2 years old. Can you imagine that? Almost overnight, you go from a 2-income household to a 1-income household. Almost overnight, your bills are paid to, I'm not sure how I'm going to keep the lights on. Your mortgage is paid to, I'm not sure if my home is going to foreclose. 2 kids who are basically still in diapers. It was one of the hardest moments of my life. And as a single mom who grew up in a single-parent household, I understood very clearly the struggle that a mother faces and that a child faces in a season like that. And I did not want that for my children. But I had to take inventory. I did. And I resolved in myself that regardless of the circumstance, I was going to be the best mother that I could be. And certainly, we're parents, we're humans. We're not always going to get it right. But I resolved that every day I was going to work at becoming a better version of myself. Not just for myself, but for my children. That meant 2 things. Number 1, that meant I had to do the work. I went and got counseling. I sat on a couch for almost 2 years and did the work from things that happened in my childhood that I had never resolved or healed from, that also dictated my choices as an adult. And secondly, I found my tribe. This is where Glamazon Moms was birthed, because in that season, I began to understand the importance of having a tribe. Sure, there weren't two parents in the home, but even with one parent, my goal was to raise healthy, well-balanced, well-rounded kids by any means necessary. And I quickly realized to do that, I had to identify and lean on my tribe. And if anyone knows me, asking for help from a woman who has a bit of an A personality took a little humility. But I found in really gleaning from other women who were mothers, from elder women who had been there and done that and had wisdom, knowledge, and a know-how, I found my safety net. I found my tribe. And if it had not been for that tribe, I'm not sure how great of a mother I would have become. Some of you, that may not be your story. Others of you can relate to that. But that's the beauty of the diverse community we've created here with Glamazon Moms and on the Glamazon Mom podcast. There's a wise African proverb that says, "It takes a village to raise a child." And that's exactly what the Glamazon Mom podcast is. We are your village. And that's why I'm glad we're going to be able to create a tribe here, come together and glean from one another with other like-minded women just like you. This platform serves as a safe space for us to explore everything about motherhood, from birth to empty nest. We'll have conversations that challenge and affirm us, may leave us deep in thought, sometimes make us laugh, and sometimes make us cry. But hopefully they will always inspire us to be moms who are on a journey to become better versions of themselves and raise incredible kids. Well, that about does it for this episode. Be sure to join in on the conversation, and you can do that by connecting on Facebook and Instagram at Glamazon Moms with an S, or follow me personally at The Glamazon Mom on Instagram and Ebony Funderburk on Facebook. We want to hear from you, so be sure to email us at glamazonmoms with an S at gmail.com. Again, I am so excited that you were able to join me on this inaugural episode. We are journeying down this road to becoming better versions of ourselves, taking care of our health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and we are going to be raising some phenomenal kids. Until our next episode, I'm Ebony Funderburk, your Glamazon Mom. Make it a great day and stay fabulous, honey.